We often tell leaders they need more self-control, and that's true, but only to a point. Happy New Day 2026, and welcome to Tuesday's The 10 Commandments of Leadership. This is where we achieve two primary objectives and bring them together. Here we educate, equip, and empower emerging leaders with God-thought leadership, and we also present current events and newsmakers in the light of best practices from the Bible. Again, we often tell leaders that they need more self-control, and that's true, but only to a point. What do I mean? Self-control, self-awareness, self-discipline, self-esteem. And you could probably think of some others. They're all good places to start, but anything that begins with the word or phrase self is limited. Why? Because on our best days, self is still flawed. At some point, leaders must move from self-control to God control, because leadership pressure will eventually exceed personal discipline. Let me say that again. At some point, leaders must move from self-control to God control, because leadership pressure will eventually exceed personal discipline. I mean, you can white-knuckle temptation for a season, but you cannot discipline your own appetite forever. Scripture reminds us that our nature bends towards self-interest. That's not an insult, that's a diagnosis, which is why leadership without surrender becomes dangerous. Leadership without surrender becomes dangerous. God control doesn't remove desire, it installs guardrails. And leadership without guardrails isn't freedom, it's exposure waiting to happen. Once again, leadership magnifies defects. Leadership magnifies defects. The question now becomes, what are you allowing God to deal with now? Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And if this message this afternoon resonates with you, then please like, share, or subscribe this channel, and I'll see you on tomorrow.